Hello, the first thing I'd like to talk about is blogs and why blogs are important for the classroom and/or important for students to use. With a blog, a teacher could set up a question or a topic that he or she wants the students to talk about, and then the students can respond. They can respond to the question, and then they'd have chances to respond to each other and learn from each other in the sense that they would be responding to somebody else's blog. Students from all over the United States or the world could also read this blog and compare and contrast what they're learning or even how they're learning the concept, and then they can teach other students about it if it's something different. Um, this to me would replace journal writing with paper and pencil, because students would be able to journal or type, I guess, what they're talking about in class or something that they learned. Like some teachers use blogs for like math journals, and so then they can talk about, like, in this lesson they learned this concept from that lesson. It could also be used in a classroom to talk about how the students feel about a book that they're reading in class, whether they agree with how the character, they could just start a discussion about the characters or just the book itself. They could start a discussion about it. It would also help parents to see the ideas that students are learning about in class, and also the discussion board that the teacher has posted. It might even become a conversation at home if parents could see what students are talking about in class. It might be something that they could further talk about at home, or just something for the parents to be able to know what to talk to their student about. As far as the wikis could be used for group projects. If there are things that need to be brought for like a presentation, the students could each collaborate on a wiki website that the teacher has set up for them. It could be handy for parents outside of the class, of the students in the class, to set up like class party ideas, things that they need help with other parents bringing, so that they can communicate that way. Teachers could also use a wiki site for wish list for things that are needed in a classroom, such as like Kleenexes or dry erase markers, and then that way, the teacher could have a list of what she needs and what she doesn't have yet or something, and then the parents can be able to collaborate a little bit that way too, so then they can help the teacher out instead of relying on their student to remember to tell their parents all the time. As far as social bookmarking, this would help in a classroom, because students could share the websites they find for class with other students, which can help they can help each other learn that way when they are able to share their websites and create other ideas and bounce other ideas off of other people that they probably didn't think of. It also allows the students to learn more on how to organize, especially websites. It just teaches them another organization technique. This would also work for teachers as well. Instead of having folders saved on their computers and then not being able to find the file all the time because there's so many folders that they have to try to open or try to remember where things are, it would just help the teachers to keep things organized too. So then they can just go to the web and pull up their social bookmarking and maybe a subject, and then they can find the website from there. They'll kind of narrow it down a little bit. Teachers in the same grade could also share websites with the other teachers that they teach with, and that way that they can be sharing the same information with the students, and they can be teaching the same content, or maybe borrow each other's videos in case they don't have a video for the math discussion or something. Now, as far as the Khan Academy, I have not had too much experience with this website, but the little that I've seen has been excellent. I know that it provides teaching techniques for all different subjects, and then and it breaks it down pretty easily into more simplified steps, so that students can understand it, or they can see different ways of doing it, because I've seen videos that they do that talk about different ways to even do the same process, such as like long-term division. They have like they show different ways that you can operate or do that problem. These videos can also be used in flipped classrooms, because that's where I've seen it, is in flipped classrooms. And the students can log on to the website and set up by the teacher and watch the videos at any time. So then if they're not understanding something, they can watch it as many times as they want to, because it's set up where they can keep accessing it even from home or from school. As far as the TED Talks, these are lectures that are geared towards older students, such as middle school or high school. They can teach them about life skills, or they can be motivating. I feel like that would be helpful to high school students, especially when they're starting to lose motivation because their classes are getting extremely hard. Can also be good sources for them to be able to use if they're doing like a research project and they need extra points to add to their paper, or even extra websites or something that is used in the video. They could also go and look at those websites too. The websites that I looked at for 2.0, for Web 2.0, would be IXL, and that's a learning website based upon grade level Common Core. It includes math and reading. And then the other is ABC, yeah, and that's also math and reading, but that's more geared towards games that goes up towards 5th grade. Thank you.